TikToks and people identifying with them and diagnosing off of them.
Hi, I wrote a whole dissertation and it was about sexual ecologies in the algorithmic age. But then halfway through my PhD program, a pandemic hit. And then the neurodivergent communities exploded. Uh, they are still in full force, but especially on TikTok, which was the focus of what I contextualized my primary artifacts with in my dissertation. I saw a lot of femme presenting people who were odds are good raised as cis women, identifying as some form of queer, whether that be lesbian or bisexual or pansexual or non-binary, realizing that they aren't actually cis at all in all of the multiplicitous forms, and also that the odds are good are autistic or at least some form of neurodivergent. And they didn't know. And I thought to myself, how could this be? And why would this be happening? So in my dissertation, I looked into that more. And it's interesting, right? The isolation that existed in the exact same moment that all these people are realizing that they're not only not cis, but they're also probably not heterosexual. It's not a coincidence, right? People were able to isolate and learn more about themselves outside of the prying eyes of normative social expectations. There's also such an enormous form of knowledge that's able to be understood during forms of crises. In my work, which is critical media ecology, a framework and liberatory embodied research paradigm I talk about in my dissertation. It's called From the Boardroom to the Bedroom, Sexual Ecologies in the Algorithmic Age. Talk about this a lot more. So you can Google that if you're curious. But the point is that you can understand things best when they break. And what I found is that the silver lining of the COVID era so far has been that we've learned that these allegedly universalizable criteria never actually fit all of us. We know that the medical field writ large is full of racism and sexism and ableism, among other discriminations like fat phobia and classism. And we're now seeing that in the COVID age and the post-Roe v. Wade age, that these things are culminating in skepticism about traditional authority and diagnostic criteria. And the emergence of neurodivergences is just another symptom of that environment, as I've referred to it in my work. Peek at my page if you want to know more.